All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, safe, there are some big storms producing a lot of tornadoes. USA right now. So be safe. Keep an eye on the weather. Oh, and whenever the government's ready to come pick up them people here at the countryside apartments and these corrupt politicians and madmen in our little town, we would appreciate it. And these people are ready here to be picked up at the apartment complex. They're all on the east side over there. Just go right ahead and in the front of the building. We'd appreciate it. I mean, they drove everybody half completely crazy. Most of us can't even walk anymore because they've been trespassed on so much by these people. But you can come pick them all up and the maintenance and everybody else and charge them with crimes against humanity, society, and whatever. Who knows? Who cares? Just charge them with something. Get them out of our hairs. We're tired of it. And here's the thing: people have been calling the LaGrange Police Department saying if they don't do something about this, and they keep saying there's nothing they can do. It's a biblical thing. I'm like, all right, let's get this over with. It looks like the new Armageddon, the new place of war is in America, in Indiana, I guess. But we'll sit by and watch, of course, with our weapons loaded and ready just in case they need us. But yeah, uh, you can come get these people. We've had enough of this madness, or at least I have. Now, like I said, folks, be safe. We're going to have some tornadoes. We're going to have some bad weather this year, right? We have some bad weather this year. Safe. It's very calm right now outside and everything, but this is the perfect kind of temperature for them tornadoes to kick off and get running. I was just watching one on YouTube, a weather chaser. It didn't look too good. So, what do I think it is? I don't know. If you want my opinion, it is probably the devil. Like I said, ever since they put that Ten Commandments up in town, uh, the devil is coming knocking, and I don't know. I do believe we got the bridge guys here, or one of them. I know the police said they were looking for an older gentleman, but he's not that old. He's young. I think we got that guy up here, and maybe some of the people from the Summer Wells case, some of the family. I know we do have a woman here that lives here in this apartment complex that looks like Grandma Candace, which everyone is trying to find Grandma Candace, and she boot scoop boogied from Tennessee or whatever. But rumors have it they have family up here, up north, and it might be here. So I would go ahead and rain down hell fury if if it must be that way. And keep fighting, folks. Keep fighting for the justice until they restore us back to what we were before we moved into this place. Restore us back to before Delphi, where we were in pretty good shape, as you can see our my DV or my music covers and everything. I was in pretty good shape still. What do I think? I think they poisoned us or something. Oh, folks, they're going to be shutting down the water again. They're going to be shutting down the water again in town here um, for a couple hours again. So I think on Friday, tomorrow, from 9 to 10 or 9 to 11, the water will be shut off again in LaGrange, Indiana. Boy, I'll tell you what, it looks like the devil came into this little town and tore it all up. Got crazies working everywhere. All right, I'm going to end this video and eat my dinner. And once again, folks, keep an eye on the weather. And I think we pretty much got most of these people that are wrecking my life and channel and everything. You know, from what the church channel was saying, they swore, this person swore to wreck my life. But I guess God has been handling it and taking out some of them. So that's cool. But I agree with the other people. It is demonic. It's Nazism. It's racism. It's segregation. And it wasn't always like that here. I'm being honest. You can ask some of these people that have been here for 20, 30 years that lived at this apartment complex. It wasn't always like this. Like I said, when I moved in to this town, it was a pretty peaceful town. And then they put up them dang 10 commandments. And when they did that, that's when all the witchery and sorcery and all the crap started and all the madness. Now they're trying to link the Webbs in the Delphi case, which the Webbs are district attorneys up here or something like that in this town. Which he's a biker. He's also a biker. Now whether there's a connection between the Delphi Webbs and up here, I don't know, but we're on DEFCON 5. Moving to DEFCON 4. They've gone completely nuts. But I'm going to eat my dinner. I want you folks to have a good night. Like I told you folks, something definitely is wrong. When they're going to figure it out, I don't know. Yeah, I know, but they're wanted. Landmark Reynolds, the people they're complaining to are actually the people that are being investigated for murders at another Landmark management complex in Elkhart. Which you might, I'm telling you, I think that CEO lives here now. He's Scoop Boogie out of Elkhart. They're looking for him. I wouldn't doubt it if he's hung up here at one of his other apartment complexes. What'd they complain about, Lane Staley? I mean, there's rules here in the lease here. You know, we just spent a lot of taxpayer money here to do a lot of work here. Who are they complaining to, Lane? Or who are they complaining about? Oh, nothing much, Miss AT. Just the same thing. Everybody trying to say I'm crazy. The riffraff, I don't even bother calling the office anymore. We're way past calling the office. There ain't nothing going to be done. As you can see, everything is still going exactly the way it was before. But I think we got a couple of these guys that are up here from the Delphi case. Or it might be one of the other cases in Indiana that they're looking for this guy. But he just popped up here a couple years ago. There was and it makes sense because it seems like the people that we've been having trouble with have just popped up after the Delphi case, living here. And here's the thing. When shit goes down, they all say they know the lady in the office, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay." So I don't know if they're using her or they all might be working with her. I don't know. Who knows? I know they're wanted. Hey, we just want this little town to go back to the way it was. And for you people out there in town here thinking that it's end times, it's not. It's some people, ever since they put them 10 commandments up, that lured in the devil. They want more hot babies like ATS News to move in. It's impossible to get anybody in here that is not affiliated with these people. They are driving people nuts. People are and then they move people in that they're friends with. It is actually it's crazy. They'll actually drive people nuts until either people move or they end up very very sick and they get taken out of here on a in a ambulance. And then people move out or they move the stuff out and then they move people in, and it just happens that the people that move in know and are good friends with some of the people that moved in and caused this madness. So it's almost like they're trying to take over the complex, which I've seen this before in Chicago, Illinois, in the projects, where they want to move their drugs in. They want to move the people in that are either they're witchery people, they're sorcery people, or they're people that are going to push the drugs and the pill poppers. That's mainly what's here in this Poncom. I can give two craps about the cannabis. We're 5 minutes away from the Michigan border. They're not going to uphold the law if somebody's smoking a doobie on their porch. It's the medication that we, the American citizens, are paying for. I don't even take my medication right now because uh, these SOBs will come in your house when you're not here and take it. They're pill poppers. Half of them sell their medication probably. And here's the thing: I don't know what kind of medication they're on. If they're on any kind of medication, like I was on for head problems, it's not a drug you get high off of. You don't get high off of it. I didn't get high off of it. It helped me for a little while, but then no. So No, we just want to get all these people out. The police have already been here numerous times removing people. This is a known place of troubles. Whoever's now they're complaining about, well, it's the people that are running it, whatever it may be. They really need to fix this problem. Like I said, I can give two craps if these people are smoking cannabis. That's not the cannabis. It's these dang pills. It's the pills and that meth shit that's real bad around her. No, we're just tired of it. One day you wake up, you look normal. The next day you wake up and you look like you're 90 years old. You don't even look yourself. It's something demonic. I'm just letting you folks know in this little town. I don't know if they hired these witches or demons to come in and try and kill people, but I can tell you this much. There's a whole bunch of people that are just waiting. We're just going to wait. That's all. We'll wait for the right time. And then you won't hear about it in the news. We're not going to report on it. That's why everybody's pissed off. What's going on in that town? Nobody's come report. We're not going to report none. Madmen. We're not reporting nothing on this channel. I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what happened to them people. What people? I have no idea what you're talking about. What mafia? What gang? I have no idea what you folks are talking about. You folks are crazy. Complete cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh, hello, little Debs. How you doing there, woman? How you doing? We got some rain in the area. And of course, Satan pulled into town, but we'll be okay. No, we're not going after the people that are... I can give two craps if that teenager is looking at a goddamn Playboy book. I can give two craps. Thank God he's not... Good God, that's morals. I mean, he's a teenage boy. He's going to look at Playboy books or be interested in breasts. My God, it's almost like they're trying to breed these people into being hell angels or angels of hell or whatever. I don't know. I'm not doing nothing to the kid. He's a 16-year-old kid, right? I know when I was 16, I wasn't worried about nothing but the J.C. Penney's catalog or Sears Roebuck women's section. That's normal. I mean, what are we doing in this country? What has this Satan worshiper done in our little town? This so-called cult leader that's running the show here or something. I don't know. We've had about enough of it. Come get these people. We've made numerous calls. If the police ain't going to do nothing, then we'll just hire a team of vigilantes to come in and handle the job. I got the Russian or the Soldiers of Fortune catalog right here. We'll just hire these idiots off of the catalog right here. Come in and clean and sweep everything. I mean, do your effing jobs. Leave us alone. Quit trespassing and using magic and all that crap, and quit looking in our windows. Someone's going to get shot in the head. They walk past these windows too close, looking in our windows. Somebody's going to get dropped. From what the police said, they said you got the right to. People shouldn't be looking in your windows, walking that close to your windows, and knocking. What are you doing in there? I'm sitting here in my boxers. Is that okay? Nah, well, who knows? Screwed. I'm crazy. I'm mental. So it's no wonder why they're doing this to people. They don't want to. Brings me back to what my old grandpappy used to talk about. The war against the Reich. Man, we're living in right times. Oh, I got to refill my plate. Hey, we're looking for that car that's driving around town. It's called the booty car. It looks like a police car. We're getting a lot of reports about that. People are saying, what the heck is going on with this car that's driving around? It looks just like a police car, but it says booty on the side of it. Booty patrol, that's what it's called. I don't know. We're looking for that car. They're not cops. They're a bunch of strippers dressed up. You see one of them in that vehicle dressed up like a cop, just open fire. They're not cops. They're not cops. They got this whole fucking town going around saying these people are police, and they're all these people are police. We call the police department. They're not police. Next time they say that, call us. They're not police, folks. I don't know who the F these people are. I really don't care, but get them out of my town. Wrecking my town. Do that shit behind closed doors or whatever. Drive around and promote it. And here's the thing, they're probably military guys or families of the people that run this small little town here. Chippendales. Yeah, they sent a Chippendale out to serve papers on somebody, and the guy almost got shot in the head because he was carrying a gun, but he wasn't a real cop. And then they wanted to complain about it. I'm like, what do you want me to do? We're not arresting. What the F are you people doing driving around in police cars that ain't police cars and dressed like you're cops? It's no wonder they're killing cops. They don't know if they're real cops or not. Boy, they really screwed up America. I can't. Someone get me Sheriff Grady up here. Give me Grady Judd up here to knock some shit into these people. Give me Ted Nugent up here. Give me somebody up here with some authority. Get somebody, and don't say, oh, you live in a town, it's all church and God under God. It ain't God doing it, folks. It ain't God. I don't know where you folks are getting that, but it ain't God. We've already tested it. It's some kind of a demonic thing. Some church cult leader or something. The Great David or something. I have no idea. Oh, and folks, just for the record, I would never kill myself. No matter how bad a shape I'm in, I believe in Jesus and I love life. So if anybody tries to pull any kind of crap that I tried to kill myself, that's a line of shit. I would never do that. I had friends that did that for stupidest reasons. The most stupidest reasons. And you'll never catch me doing that. I might look like shit, but I'd never off myself. There's that one chance Jesus would come back right as I'm getting ready to die and save me. So I would never do that. But that's what they want you to think, because then they can hit you. They can put a hit on you and make it look like you're trying to kill yourself. We're hip to all this shit. I say we go full-scale war. Right in America. I'm not spending no more of my taxpayer money or my citizens' money on a war halfway across the world. If I'm going to spend my money in this country, it's going to be cleaning up this country. And all this witchery and sorcery, medieval myths and magic and all this, we will explain to you people scientifically how it was created and how things happen. But as of now, complete nut jobs. And it's killed billions, quadrillions of people. This madness theories. in books and fairy tales have killed and wrecked many people's lives. We will show you how tornadoes are formed. We will show you how to make a hurricane. We will show you how the Red Sea was parted. We will show you all these things. And then you will be so disgraced at yourself that we all been brainwashed for centuries. And don't get mad at us because we talk about the tattooed people. It was written in the book that we all been brainwashed by and we all believe. I didn't create the book. And I'm sure if you got a little rose on your ankle or on your wrist or a little tiny flower or something or a butterfly, I'm sure you're in the clear. Well, these people are looking for certain tattoos. Not no unicorns or little flowers or anything. Like I said, Indiana, we've had enough. There's a lot of other states that are chopping at the bit to get to Indiana to tear a new asshole out of these people. I'm trying to keep them off the best I can. And they are good at what they do. And what they do is, well, they kick ass. That's what they do. And if they can't kick your ass, then we'll turn to the weaponry and the chemical, all the shit that we paid for. It's nothing belongs to the country. It all belongs to the people of the United States. Every tank, every plane, every ship, every weapon that we have created belongs to the United States citizens of America. Don't ever try and tell me I can't board my battleship. Don't ever try and tell me I can't go to my American military base. Because they'll open the doors right for me. They'll open their doors. Mr. Kramer, we've been waiting for you. How many years has it been since we seen you? It's been a while, boys. I know you thought I was dead. That's what they wanted you to think. I'm alive. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of new stuff to design. Don't believe the rumors. Little Johnny Kramer from Chicago is alive and well. Well, not so well, but alive. And all glory goes to God for that. I really don't know. I really don't care. I'm tired of this spell myself. This curse upon us. Like I said, folks, the water will be shut off tomorrow. Hold on, let me get the paperwork. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is coming from the town of LaGrange, Indiana, Friday morning, April 19th, which is tomorrow. Water main shutdown notice. Friday morning, April 19th at 10 a.m. We will be shutting down the water main briefly for infractions, improvements. Your water will be shut off from 10 a.m., so plan accordingly. It will be off for 1 to 2 hours. Once water is back on, you will have air bubbles within the system. This will make it an appearance of your water being milky white. That's what it says. These air bubbles will make your water look like it's white. Rest assured that everything is fine. It's still safe to drink the water with air trapped in it. We apologize for the inconvenience. Well, we're here for the construction, guys, and I used to work construction, and I don't know. It might not be the construction guys. It's the people running the water that we have to check. I mean, milky white. I don't know. Can I put some syrup in it? And it'd be chocolate milk. I mean, what are we dealing with here? I mean, there's certain things we need to know about, but they're reassuring that it's okay. So I want to see you drink the milky white water. Nope. I just went and got water. And no, Debbie, I'm not talking about you with the tattooed people. I don't think you having a tattoo of your little dolphin is gonna. I don't think you're demonic. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You little Tasmanian devil woman. Nope. Oh, look, everybody left. It's showing I got 0 people in here now. I must have pissed everybody off. We are not stopping our crusades. Our crusade for a better life, a better way, a better health care, better doctors, better food, cleaner water. Well, I've been down before. We got a problem in Indiana, folks. They tracked a lot of these people to certain places. Some of these people fit the description of Bridge Guy. Here's the thing. If you were to ask me scientifically or biblically, was it Richard Allen? I would have to tell you probably not. I think Richard Allen at that time was being possessed. And here's how the devil has gotten away with it for so long. Why? Because I do believe Richard Allen was talking about he wasn't feeling himself years before this. Yeah. And something about people laying hands on him, which would explain that. And that is in the Bible. People laying hands upon you, not to heal you, but to kill you, drive you nuts, or put a demon in you. That would make sense. I need more evidence. Maybe that's why the police were saying we're looking for an older gentleman. This guy's very old, but he appears very young. Anywhere between 6 foot and 5'4" or 5'6". Like I said, I don't know. I really don't care, and I'm not standing down to nothing. And we want our little town to go back to the way it was. It was peaceful. These people are trying to make it a no-sex town. I'm like, get rid of these people. We're dealing with another Nazi Germany. Get rid of these people in power. And that's what it would take. See, the old timers, they did things differently. They'd hire vigilantes to come in and wipe the towns out, the people that were running the town. And it very well might happen that way. Who knows what these people will do? When you have an authority that don't do anything, because some of these people told the truth, but because they had psychological problems, The police overlooked it. The killer walked free. The madmen walked free. And the Stout case is up, right? That woman or whatever. Yeah, like I said, I got a couple of these guys here. I'm just waiting for the okay to handle it. Give two craps what these people say. We're tired of this trespassing. And no, what that ain't me. I don't smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. So you can send that shit back. And no, I'm not practicing magic or anything here. You can shove that up your butt. In this apartment, we only pray to God, and that's it. And we do believe the devil is real. And if the devil ain't real, then we got Hitler in America, the next Reich. So you folks choose. Either it's the devil himself or it's the next Nazi Reich right here in America. Either way, we're fed up with it. You got to give us Americans something to believe in. And right now, we ain't believing in nothing, these people say. And nothing they have to offer. A lot of these people are pissed at some people around here because, yeah, they looked good for a couple days, but then it's gone. And that should have told you people that it was not the true Messiah. It was this fake Messiah. Because anything to do with Jesus is forever. If he heals you, it's forever. Read your Bibles. It's forever, not a one day. And you're back to where you were. That ain't Jesus. That's probably that fake Messiah they're talking about. I don't know. I'm here to make a movie on this channel or a documentary and play music and use my imagination. And that's what we did. Does anyone have any questions? I could give 3 craps. I know you don't give a 3 craps. I'm not talking about you, little Debbie. Good God. I'm out of touch. There's no way we can win this. There ain't. Because if you say something, people get mad at you. And all we're trying to do is pass the word along. There might be something up to this. We don't know how far these people will go. They're real holy rollers. We don't know how far they will take this. We're actually trying to help some people because we have families, friends, and that have tattoos. I don't know. I think it's just a tattoo, but if you read the Bible, it's in there. It's an abomination to God or whatever. I don't know. But it's not me that wrote it. Why do you attack the people bring forward this information? That's what's funny. It's like they want to kill you, snuff you out. They don't want that information out. They want it to go away. They just want it to go away. I don't know. I have no idea. I know people with tattoos. They're some nice people, but then I also know people with tattoos that are just the devil incarnated. And I don't know. I have no idea. The judgment ain't up to me. The judgment is up to the great creator. He's the one that judges, not me. We're just so drove crazy about it. We're up for anything. We don't care. We're just up for anything. You said you could give 2 craps. Yeah, I don't give 2 craps. I could give 3 craps. Well, I can give 5 craps. Or 20 craps. Matter of fact, I just got done eating dinner now. I'll be crapping here pretty soon. Debbie has a full sleeve. Oh, I have no idea. All I know is I ain't taking the blame for anything, folks. I had nothing to do with it. Of course, I've been getting attacked left and right, but it's only for words. I haven't done nothing. But now they want you to shut up. They're trying to tell me just shut up. Don't say nothing. Well, now you're trying to control me. Now you're trying to be like Hitler. right? I dealt with Hitler before. There's only one way to deal with people that are like Hitler. There's only one way, folks. Yeah, we had pentagrams in the hallway here. They painted over them. Either it was a pentagram or some kind of writing or something they put on there. Something to do with the, I don't know. I don't, you can't see it as you're walking down the hallway, but if somebody opens the door to the outside, the hallway door that leads outside and the sun shines through, you can see it right on the wall. You see it right underneath the paint, some kind of a thing or something. I don't know. I guess there was some nut jobs before I moved in here that lived here, but I wouldn't doubt if they opened some kind of a porthole here or something. Some kind of a porthole. And then what really pissed a lot of people off was new people moved in, but they were getting old people's mail. So there was a lot of the old people that moved in here that were getting old mail from people that used to live here, and it was gay porn. It was gay porn magazines. And these people were like, what is, I don't belong to this. What is this sick mad? I'm like, who? It says your address on there. It must have been from somebody that lived here before, and you got their mail. Yeah. Even my little brother got mail here for like that, and has a real bad disability and everything. But he came knocking on my door one day, and he's trying to tell me, what's this? I'm like, that's bad. Where'd you get this? He's like, it was in my mailbox. I'm like, yeah, we'll throw this away. So I imagine something was going on here before we moved in. At least that's what some of the people were talking that lived here. They were pretty fed up with. I thought it was me. I'm like, I think I'm gonna start looking for a new place to live. And a couple of people here came forward and said, it's not you. This has been going on before you moved in. They're going to try and make it out to that it's you that's causing the trouble. But this is exactly what they did to us when we moved in. It's like a little cult. And they kick everybody out that they don't like. And then their friends move in. And it's just one big happy cult or something. I don't know. All I can say, folks, is stay out from behind our dumpsters late at night. Don't be selling your pills or anything. They're going to get shot. They think it's a joke. I'm like, the authorities already know. People have already called. Don't be looking in people's windows late at night. And don't be behind the dumpsters selling drugs or anything like that. I don't care if you're on your front porch drinking a beer. I don't care if you're on your front porch smoking a doobie. But don't be selling them crack or meth or whatever, or doing anything late at night behind the dumpsters or looking in people's windows late at night. I'm telling you, somebody's going to get hurt. And then they're going to try and blame me. And I'm going to be like, nope, we already made the proper calls. And we're not taking the blame for this. You best talk to somebody that runs the place or owns the place or whatever. But we're not taking the blame for it. We ain't taking the blame for nothing here. There ain't nothing I can do. Here's how crazy it is here. Let me explain how crazy it is here. And I'm crazy, but I'm not this crazy. These people complain about it. Then we stand up for them. We call the proper people. They come out. And then these people go, we don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. And then the police leave and the same shit comes up and they're knocking at the doors. Help us. What are they doing over on the other side of the apartment complex? I can't believe that. And then we call, they come out and they say, oh no, everything's fine. We're just perfectly fine. We don't know why people are calling for. We're not madness, complete madness. Debbie says that's scary. It is scary, Debbie. You are right. But I'm here by myself. Let it be known from the old town, from the hometown, Chicago. One man stood against this corrupt society in Indiana. One man from Chicago, Johnny Kramer, get his name right, Johnny Kramer. Let the world know and the lands know that one little man is making a stand for all the madness that these people created. No, I don't belong to your little KKK. No, I don't belong to any of your gangs or biker clubs or anything, or prostitution ring. I wish I did belong to a prostitution ring, but that's a joke, folks. It's a joke. That's a joke. But let it be known, we're making a stand. We're making a stand that other people just created. They created it. Does anyone have anything to say? This is how crazy it is. People came here, moved here, they were chain smokers. All day. Some of the apartments here were just horrible. Now all of a sudden, these people are perfectly fine, and people that weren't chain smokers, they might have smoked, but they weren't chain smokers, are now chain smokers, and these people are walking around perfectly. Yeah, I don't know. They're like, it's the Lord, it's Jesus. It's a miracle. I'm like, no, it's sleight of hand. It's Satan. He made you folks believe he was the bringer of light. Like I said, folks, you know your friends in the city, on the streets, and in this country. You will know your friends when you're down and out, when you're up against the wall, when you are outnumbered and you need a helping hand. You will know your friends. Just like you're better off to know your friends now before you get in a foxhole with them and find out they're not your friends or they're not your brothers or whatever. And the next thing you know, you end up dead. And that's exactly, I do believe, what we're handling or going through with right now. So I choose to stand alone because I can't trust nobody. There ain't nobody out there worthy enough to be trusted. And maybe that's why I am alone, because the Lord is saying there ain't nobody worthy to be with you. They're just going to stab you in the back. They're going to break your heart. They're going to lie to you, cheat, steal, do whatever. It's not safe to be right now with anybody. So you're better off to yank your own baloney and just wait for the perfect woman to come along that he's working on or whatever. I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. I don't know. But all I can continue to do is say all glory goes to God. And Jesus is the way. Why don't they come out and say, we all been brainwashed? Oh, all right. Now we can get back to whatever. Why don't they come out and say Jesus is risen? He's here. I don't know. Probably because it's not the real Jesus. All right, let me check out my chat. Debbie says it's scary. No, I don't come here, Debbie. It's too scary for you. And you're just a little woman. You petite little woman. You don't need to come here. This is man's this is this is the Lord's country up here. I don't want you to be scared of anything. Remember what you say, just saying. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm under some kind of a spell or LSD or something. Maybe. It must be in the water. A lot of the professionals now are saying we do think it's in within somebody's doing something. I imagine so. Something ain't right. But no, little Debbie, you stay where it's safe. This is crazy country up here where the women run wild and half naked and running all over the place. And yeah, just I don't want you to be at ground zero. I don't want you to be at ground zero. I don't want you to be at ground zero here. I don't want you to be afraid or anything. What's scary, Deb? Debs, what's scary? Okay, night is falling and we got a storm coming in, so I might be able to get some good lightning footage tonight. I have no idea what they did. I went crazy the other day. I left to go to work for a couple hours and do some stuff. I came home, had some water, and went completely cuckoo. So I have no idea. I'm going to have to leave my cameras running 24/7, even when I leave the apartment complex. But here's the funny thing: even if I leave it running, the power, uh, I think they can come right. They can shut the power off in the power room. I think they can come right in without me even knowing. That would disable my cameras. I didn't paint over the Pentagon, the pentagram. Whoever whoever did, I don't know. They painted over. So I don't know if it was a pentagram or just some kind of writing somebody painted on the walls or something, but they painted over it. Like I said, when the light hits it, when somebody opens up the door, you can see it on the side of the wall. I don't know if it was a pentagon or some kind of devil word or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh. They do have a couple new people that are moving in younger. Well, not younger, but a couple women. Lane Staley says they want some hot girls to move in here. I imagine they will be, but I'm not too worried about it. No, I didn't paint over it. Someone did, but not me. Debbie. Maybe they should have a preacher come in and exorcism the place. That might work. That's, Deb, what do you think about a preacher coming in and exercising the place or exorcism? Maybe. No, no exorcism. I was going to say that doom bad energy or some bad energy. I don't know. I don't know who it is. I hope it ain't a family member of mine or something. It could be. I keep getting people calling here asking for other people. I'm like, nobody lives here by that name. I think somebody's trying to take me to hell with them. That's what I think. I think somebody's trying to drag me down in hell with them, but I ain't going. Sorry. I love life too much. Here we come, walking down the street. So, what do we do about this situation? I don't know. Uncle Ted Nugent keeps saying, going to your congressman. Well, if you live in a whole state that's corrupt and they're all bikers in boots, right? Uncle Ted calls them thugs in boots. What are you supposed to do, Uncle Ted? Right? What are you supposed to do? There's nothing you can do. If they're claiming Indiana is completely corrupt and have been overtaken by white nationalist club leaders or whatever, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. You're danged if you do, you're danged if you don't. What do we do? The only thing you can do is hunker down, defend yourselves. That's all you can do. And this town is dead at 9 to 10 o'clock at night, unless we have the corn school carnival coming to town. Then there's people out at 10 o'clock at night in town, 10, 11 o'clock at night. But other than that, there ain't nobody out in this town after 9, 10 o'clock at night. Everybody becomes peaceful. It's a church town. Right? Maybe that's it. Maybe we're getting attacked by this thing and they're saying it's the Lord and segregate. What do they call that religion where it's they believe they're doing the work of the Lord or whatever, and they're actually killing people or whatever, and saying there's some cult or something that was doing that. But I would say somebody's trespassing on me. And if we're not going to, if nobody is going to believe the Bible in our country and it's all a bunch of foobar, then why are we still going by it? Why are we still worshiping it if nobody believes in it? Why are they still doing it? I don't know. How many people have passed away? I don't know. in this little town, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to hunker down. I am looking for a new place. I am looking for a new place, somewhere stable. I wonder if it is because these people are just not upholding the laws around here and people are being drove crazy. And they do have disabilities already, and then they stress out, they flip out. And when they cause trouble here, if you get in trouble, they kick you out without 30-day notice. So I understand what some of these people are doing. And you know what? I'm just tired of people complaining. Or asking for help, and then you try and help them and you get stabbed in the back, or they claim there's nothing wrong and you're the crazy one. Well, it ain't working no more, folks. All right, does anybody want to say anything before I end this video? Whatever this thing in this little town of LaGrange is, if we find out the truth and they're using that demonic thing as a weapon, I'd have to say that this little town is going to be in a world of shit. And I do believe some people have already got it wired up where this little town will be a world of shit. If it is true what they are saying around here, that this thing, uh, whatever it be, it's definitely demonic. It could barely breathe. It's way overweight. I don't know what this thing is, but if we find out that they're allowing this to happen in this little town, they're going to pay for it big time. Like I said, there's a lot of people that have already come out and said they pretty much have the town pretty much rigged up and ready to go. There's been a lot of vibrations around here. What's going on? Are they tunneling and stuff? I would imagine so. I'm getting ready, right? There's nothing anyone could do about it. There ain't nothing anyone could do. And we will. All it took was one person, the fake Messiah, to come in and wreck it for everybody. I don't know. Who cares? Who gives a crap? I never get my way, anyways. A lot of people are complaining that you're just doing this because you're not getting your way. Well, it has nothing to do with people are dying around here like flies. People are being drove crazy and being trespassed on by this thing or whatever. It has nothing to do with that. It's all because I'm not getting my way. What am I not getting my way about? A woman? Man don't live on woman alone. That's not why we're doing this. We're doing it because I'm tired of the madness in my country. That's why we're doing it. We're going to be the ones to stand up and say we're going to take the war to them. We're not going to sit back and wait until everybody's brainwashed by this great demonic thing. Right? It is a cell. It is demonic. No way around it. Whether you're in Venezuela or Guatemala or right here in the United States, it's all connected. All connected. That's why we make a stand. Some call us patriots, some call us crazy men. I don't know what you want to call us. I don't know. Label us. I already know I'm pretty much crazy. I got paperwork to prove it. So we make a stand. Might be our last stand. We know the militia's going to help them. We already know this. It's been all over the news out here in Indiana that if the state police need help, they'll bring in the Indiana militia. So it's going to be a war, I guess, but we're going to have to make a stand. If you don't nip it in the bud now, folks, this will continue to go on. These people still live in the 1700s with militias. Militias, didn't they do away with militias back in it? Yeah, but I don't know. I guess they brought them back again. We live in a country that is nothing but madness and Nazism. That's it. They let you think that you're free people, but you're not. If you just go about your business, go to work like they want you to, and pay your taxes and do what they tell you, everything will be perfectly fine until they need a body part or you piss somebody off and then they get rid of you. It's Nazism, folks. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care. To me, it's Nazism. Do this and everything will be fine. Take your medicine and everything will be fine. Right? Madness. Like I said, we pray for Jesus to come back every day, hoping and praying so we can live in peace and live without pain. Just when we start feeling good, they load us up with all these people that are sick, a bunch of demonic things, whatever they are. And then you sit there in pain. You can't do nothing. You can't go to work or nothing. You just want to sit and do nothing. That's what this thing wants. This thing that they created that is running around in our country wants you not to do nothing but sit on your couch and do nothing all day until your apartment looks like crap, your house looks like crap, you look like crap, your whole life. It's demonic, and I want that effing thing out of this apartment complex. We've warned these people numerous times. Don't tell me it's not a witch. Don't tell me it's not a demonic thing. It is. It's very demonic. And we want it gone from here. These people do not obey by the laws here at all. We want it gone. I'm not spending no more money here. I'm not. I don't give a crap. They can freeze to death. I'm not spending no. I don't care. I can give two craps. I'm not dumping no more money in. Hell, I put my whole patio in and all my landscaping stuff out of my own pocket. Out of my own pocket. I'm not spending no more money. Nada. Zero. Zilch. I was even going to buy all the paint and paint my apartment myself. But I'm not even going to do that. I'm not spending no money here. I take pride. I'm poor. But I was raised by military people. You take pride in what you got. And just because you're poorer than dirt don't mean you have to live like you're poor. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not dropping a dime. I don't give a shit. The walls can crumble. Give two craps. You Get rid of these demonic things that have moved into this apartment complex, and these people now are thriving. Why the people that have been here for I don't know how long now all of a sudden can't do nothing, right? You get rid of this thing, and we'll talk about rebuilding this place and sinking more money into it. Until then, you ain't getting a dime. You ain't getting a dime. You're not going to raise the rent here. You're not going to. We're onto your shits. We're onto your shits. You're not going to push people out and well, we're not getting no assistance anymore. Well, because you're not doing your jobs. That's why. You're letting this shit run rampant. You're not doing your jobs. No one will call the authorities here, but yet they come knocking on people's door. Can you help? Can you call the police? Oh, we can't call the police. We can't do that. Well, then I don't know what to tell you folks, but you get this shit out of my complex, and then we'll talk. But other than that, I'm not doing nothing. I don't care who they beat to death in the parking lot. If they beat him to death in the parking lot, then the guy must have deserved it. I don't know. They're going to make some changes with the water again. I think they shut it off 3 times within the past 6 months or so. No, I'm not. I'm not seeking another penny into this place. Like I said, I went and bought all the bricks and everything and put my patio in and did the landscaping and got the railroad ties and put them in. And the bricks weren't too much at the hardware store out here. I bought a bunch of spray foam to seal up all the holes and around the windows and everything. And I was going to buy some paint and paint the place myself. But I'm not doing nothing until they restore me to the way I looked in my photo. Until they give me back my health, my sanity, what I did have left. I mean, I had a disability when I moved in here, but the crap that's been going on around here has made it twice as worse. And no, I'm not taking your stupid medication. That almost killed me. So parasites, I don't know. Maybe these people are dying from parasites. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. I wish we can get some doctors in here that were white. No, someone did tell me I should move out of town. Somebody on YouTube said, Johnny, get out of that area. Just let me get my family out of this area. And then once we clear out of here, do whatever you got to do. But these people are nuts. Pretty soon here, they'll have Trump's name plastered all over the front of the building, blaming Trump for it. Political espionage. I don't know. I don't care. Like I said, sorry if I flipped out, but people don't want to go to work in Indiana because when they do go to work, their houses or apartments get broken into, or they want you to care about them. But when it comes to your property or whatever, did you see anybody around my or in my apartment or anything? No. Nobody pays attention or anything. They just want people to protect them. And I'm like, no. I have a disability myself. I didn't move here to end up doing all this stuff for people and sinking money into the place and all that. I didn't move here for that. I moved for peace and tranquility. And it was like that for the first couple of years I lived here. And then certain people moved in and it went sour. And then about that time, the new management team took over. The same management team that's wanted in Elkhart and South Bend for their properties and people dying on their properties. And they found out that these people had disabilities and they were driving the people nuts. And I was in Elkhart. If you folks don't believe me, do your research. And the CEO of the business split. So I imagine he's probably held out at one of his other properties. One of these other apartment complexes or something that he owns or they run. But we got a couple of them here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. The town is perfectly safe. We'll handle these tyrants ourselves. Don't worry about it. We reached out for help. We got plenty of recordings of people calling the police. And plenty of footage on my camera and all that of illegal activity going on. Either that or they're that stupid where they're trying to make it look like that. So they can tell people, wow, he's crazy. That never happened. Well, there you are on film next to that guy. Looks like you're handing off stuff and pretty mysterious, right? Kind of making yourself look suspicious. And they're always walking around the tree line here. But one time we found some drugs, so I imagine that's what they're doing. They're dumping their pills whenever they think the police are coming or something. And that's why you got all these people walking around the tree lines, I bet. Walking around the property. Half of these people walking around don't even live here. Don't come out here late. This is only for the brave out here, folks, up north. This is only for the brave. Of course, I'm trying to keep as many people away from this little town and all the big money as I can. So don't pay any attention to me. We don't need skyscrapers here and people being raped and children being abused. So we're going to do our best to keep all this big money and madness away from this little town. And we'll come up with any kind of story you want to hear or any kind of theory or whatever. But we're going to do as much as we can to keep this little town protected. And don't be blaming the Amish. And it's the Amish. It's the Amish and English war that's going on. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess there is a war going on between the Amish community and the English community. This is mad. This is happening in our country. No, don't come out here, Ricky. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous, Ricky. Don't come on out here, brother. It's way too dangerous. Just everyone stay out of this little town. It's way too dangerous. It's too dangerous, Ricky. I'm trying to do my best. We will let White Castles come in. We will let White Castles come in or Portillo's. But other than that, everyone stay away. It's way too dangerous out here. It's just way too dangerous. How you doing, Rick? How's the family? Nah, it's perfectly fine, Ricky. Don't worry about it. If I need to, I'll jump in my car and I'm 5 minutes away from the border of Michigan. They love me up in Pierre, Michigan. They love me up there. I'm 5 minutes away from Michigan. Well, at least they act like they love me up there. Pure Michigan. I don't stay there too long because I don't want to OD on Michigan. It's pure. It's pure Michigan. You don't want to OD. They'll have to pay me. They'll have to pay me to leave this little town, Ricky. They'll have to pay me. I got too much invested, too much blood spilled. Too much invested. They'll have to pay me. And like I said, folks, we are looking for that car driving around that looks like a cop car called the Booty Mobile. And the people driving around in it that are dressed like cops. We are looking. And if you do see that vehicle out on the road, folks, I do believe they're saying open fire on it or something. I do believe they are saying, I don't know, it's the Booty Patrol or something. I don't know. Booty Patrol protect you. I don't know. It ain't even a cop car. It looks like a cop car. I will say that. It does look like a cop car. But it is not a cop car. So we're looking for all these madmen in this little town. We know exactly what businesses they belong to. We know exactly what's going on in this little town. We know exactly. I want to get a shout out to Ryan Upchurch, who really was the one that told me, don't worry about Tennessee. He's got that covered. Worry about this little town you live in. It's pretty corrupt and bad. And it is. Don't worry about it. We're going to handle it all. Hell, we'll buy this whole little town. Make it great again. Well, not great again, but halfway decent. And you'll have to fill out an application to live in this town. You'll have to fill out an application, folks. I'm sorry. Got to have the windows tinted and get some of those yellow centered strips, tires, and sub curb feelers. I don't know. What'd you get? Just bought a 2010 Mercury Grand Marquis. Ooh. Rolling in class. He's rolling in class. Well, you be safe up there up north, Ricky. We got some storms coming in tonight after midnight. They're saying anywhere between 11 and midnight, we've got some storms that they said could turn into something. Some good thunderstorms, so be safe up there. Nah, we're not doing that. We just invaded half of Indiana and we're working our way down. They can't figure out what's going on. I'm like, we've come to take some asses and we'll leave. We're just coming to take a few. And we'll be, after we're done, you won't even know we were here. But most of them boot scoop boogied out of Indiana, I guess. I don't know. Man, I don't control other states, so I'm just, I don't know. We're just going with it. It's going to make a great movie. That's what we do. Imaginations make great movies. Real life events make great movies. No, I think I'm going to get ready to play some Black Ops tonight, or maybe play some guitar later on tonight. I need to take a shower. And we are now adapting to Florida law. That's what they're saying. We're going to start adapting to Florida law up here. We're in Florida. Judge Grady and the rest of the sheriffs are telling people, we are not going to arrest you. If people come knocking on your door to hurt you or steal from you or whatever, open fire on them. They are not arresting people in Florida for that. If you are protecting your property and your family from thieves and madmen and crazies, in Florida, they are not arresting the homeowners. Of course, you have to prove it. You can't just someone knock on your door, you open up the door and shoot somebody. I mean, it's got to be legit. It's got to be legit, right? You got to feel that that person is there to do nothing but bodily harm to you or a loved one or somebody. Then you have the right in Florida to open fire on them to protect yourselves. And I imagine that's what kind of law will be taken up here. And people walking around looking at our windows at night or during the day or whatever. I'm like, these people, if they were in Chicago, now I'm going to be honest, a lot of people are saying I'm talking shit, but I ain't. If we were in Chicago and somebody came walking past my window that close and was looking in my window, they'd be dead. They would have got shot through the window. That's the way that you don't do that shit, right? You don't walk around looking in people's windows, crapping in their flower beds, spreading lies around the apartment complex or whatever, using people with disabilities or mental people, hiding behind them and everything. If these people were to walk past the window where I used to live in Illinois, they would have been shot and there would have been no repercussions because that's how it is. I mean, people need to respect people's privacies. Ricky, you have a good night. Be safe, dude. Keep an eye on them, that weather, dude. You got tonight, I think after 11 or 12, we got storms coming through. But people aren't used to living that way in Chicago. They've been living out here and everything, but they think they can get away with it. And I keep telling people, we've even called the office and told them, there's a problem, do something. Before people take it into their own hands. And they keep telling people there's nothing they can do, call the police. And people don't want to call the police because they end up going to jail when they have a complaint to make or end up going to a nut hut. So it's definitely something demonic, evil, corrupt, whatever you want to call it. The only thing I can see is Indiana pay us our money and we'll be on our way. We'll be on our way. Restitution, whatever they call it. And we'll gladly be on our way. Hey, we don't want no troubles. But we ain't going to run from it. We ain't going to run from it. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. 'Cause the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. You better step up, pop, 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 'cause I need a woman. And I got my eyes set on you. Beedle, pop, pop, beedle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Remember, do not come up to this part of the neck of the woods. We do not need big money in this town. We don't need anything else but a White Castles or a Portillo's. That's about it. That's the only thing we're letting in. Don't bother coming to this little town for anything else. Take your little church cults and your politics and everything and leave. We'll let you leave in peace. If not, we have you surrounded and we're ready for full-scale invasion. I know the Pentagon's called here numerous times. Make sure you don't attack America. Well, I'm not attacking America, Pentagon. America's got nothing to do with these people. These people are demonic, corrupt, evil people. And some of the women are just as mad as the men. So don't worry, Pentagon. I would never attack my beloved United States of America or my Pentagon or anything like that. But these idiots running around on the streets, well, they're fair game. These idiots, these corrupt madmen, it's open season. These corrupt clubs and organizations and everything are open season, I guess. Well, I don't know. I ain't got long to be on this earth anyways. I might as well just go with it. No, God bless you all. You all have a great night. I'm not getting my way. And I'm mad because I'm not getting my way. Well, guess what, folks? Pretty soon here, I'm going to be getting my way. And then all you will be not getting your ways. You'll know what it feels like to go through life not ever getting your way. It don't feel good. It don't feel good at all. It sucks. But we're hanging in there. We haven't killed anybody yet. So we're doing good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Be safe. God bless. I'll be back when there's some storms or maybe later on to play some music. I want to thank the great mod, Miss Debbie Fox, for stopping in, and the rest of the mods, Miss ATS News. And I want to even thank old Lame Staley, madman himself, bringer of the madness. I want to thank all you folks for watching. Have a great night. Be safe. I'm too real for you folks. I'm just a little bit too real for this country. So I might have to go. Now, you folks have a great night. Be safe. God bless.